Polaris 4, you've had your fun. Now we see how well you do when you're on the wrong side of the missile. First, we'll... practice decoying the incoming missiles using flares. Watch the missile indicator on your HUD. When it gets close, release a flare and make a sharp turn to decoy the missile. Remember, you only have a limited number of flares, so use them sparingly. The missiles will come at you from multiple vectors, so watch the warning prompt on your HUD. Ready? Here they come. Very good, Polaris 4. Now we're going to practice making tight turns to evade incoming missiles. Watch the missile indicator on your HUD. When the missile is very close, make a tight turn to dodge out of its way. Again, the missiles will come at you from multiple vectors, so stay sharp. Here we go. Good work, Monroe. It's clear you've mastered the basic concepts of dogfighting. All right, Monroe, stated proficiency in each of the basic air combat evaluations. Now it's time to put it all together under more realistic combat conditions. On my mark, you will engage all three of your flight mates simultaneously while dodging incoming missile fire. Watch the threat indicators on your HUD and use all the techniques at your disposal to avoid enemy threats. On my mark, commence exercise. Very good, Monroe. Carry on to the next segment. Polaris Flight, this is Bulldog. Index. We're terminating the exercise due to an emergency situation. Joint Training Command is tracking a civilian aircraft that has altered course and entered restricted airspace. It is not responding to radio calls, and unless we can establish contact, we have to assume it's been hijacked. Your orders are to intercept the aircraft to perform a visual inspection. Bulldog out. Unidentified aircraft. You are in restricted airspace. State your intentions immediately, or you risk being fired upon. Polaris 4, this is Bulldog. Take position at the plane 7 o'clock. Unidentified aircraft, this is Joint Training Command. This is your final warning. Good work, Polaris 4. We're reviewing the data feed now. That explosion was no accident. Someone planted a bomb on that plane. They must have detonated prematurely when they knew they'd been caught. Wreckage from the plane hit the base's runway, but damage is minor and there were no casualties. No way to tell who was responsible yet, but we'll get it sorted soon enough. Polaris Flight, you're clear to return to base for debrief.
Congratulations, Monroe. That was a fine bit of flying.
At approximately 0800 hours yesterday, insurgent forces attacked Prince Faisal Air Base with as many as a dozen cruise missiles. The base sustained heavy damage. Current estimates are 30 aircraft destroyed and more than 400 casualties so far. Colonel David Crenshaw, one of our senior pilots, was on patrol when the attack began and was shot down and captured by the insurgents. Crenshaw would be considered a high-value target with knowledge of numerous classified operations. Intel believes that he'll be taken to an insurgent safe house and tortured for information. Intel has narrowed down a list of possible sites where Crenshaw might be held. We're gonna put a drone over the area and check things out. If he's there, we are damn sure gonna find him. Check each of the buildings marked on your TAC map for signs of insurgent activity. You'll need to get close to each one so we can listen in on any conversations inside. That's not it. Move on to the next building. That one's empty, 2-7. Let's move on to the next one. Nothing here. Let's move to the next building. No signs of life. Let's move on. Two 7, this is fullback. We've got a vehicle on the move inside the target area. Let's take a look. Looks like a single occupant. No passenger or cargo. Let him go, 2-7. Let's check the next target. Two 7, hold position. We're getting something from inside that building.
You understand? I need the encryption key so we can communicate, that's all. Just tell me the code. Crenshaw. David A. Yeah, this is pointless. He's too badly injured to interrogate. Give him to Suleiman. Make sure the execution is recorded. I want it uploaded to the web by morning.
That's it. We got him. And just in time by the sound of it. I'll contact the rescue team with the coordinates and get them in the air. Good job, 2-7. You might have just saved Crenshaw's life.
Attention all squadrons. This is General Vasily Moganov, commander of forces in the North Caucasus Military District. A state of emergency is now in effect. After months of terrorist attacks, separatist forces have launched a surprise military offensive to take over the entire region. After many hours of hard fighting, loyal Russian forces under my command have surrounded the separatist leaders in the mountains close to the border. A decisive blow will crush the movement and erase this stain on our nation's honor. In a desperate attempt to save their leaders, a small separatist force has seized one of our airfields close to the combat zone and captured a large number of bomber and cargo aircraft. Those planes are on their way now to rescue the separatist leaders. Your orders are to intercept those planes and force them to turn back or be destroyed.